Electrode potential. It may be defined as the tendency of an electrode or an element when it is placed in contact with the solution of its own ions to either lose or to gain electrons and in turn become positively or negatively charged. So, electrode potential is termed as oxidation potential when we express it as the tendency to lose electrons, and it is termed as reduction potential when it is expressed as tendency to gain electrons. Both oxidation or reduction potential terms may be used, but by convention, electrode potentials are taken as reduction potentials. In the Daniell cell, copper and zinc, these two half cells are taken. So, in copper half cell, that has got higher reduction potential, and zinc half cell has got lower reduction potential. That's why in the zinc half cell oxidation occurs, and in the copper half cell there is gain of electrons, that is reduction, because that particular electrode has got a higher reduction potential. Measurement of electrode potential. The potential of individual half cell cannot be measured. We can measure only the difference between the two half cells that gives the EM of the cells. It means that now if we attach voltmeter in between the two half cells, जैसा कि आपने भी देखा है जिंक और कॉपर हाफ सेल्स के बीच में एक वोल्टमीटर फिक्स किया जाता है. वोल्टमीटर रीडिंग जो है वो हमें देती है डिफरेंस ऑफ पोटेंशियल बिटवीन द टू हाफ सेल्स, विच इज़ कॉल्ड ई नॉट सेल. अब सपोज हमें एक पर्टिकुलर हाफ सेल का इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल मालूम करना है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड सिंगल इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल, तो वो हम वोल्ट मीटर से पता नहीं कर पाते हैं. सो इस डिफ़िकल्टी को रिमूव करने के लिए एक स्टैंडर्ड फिक्स किया गया है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड स्टैंडर्ड हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड, एंड दैट हैज़ बीन गिवन द वैल्यू ऑफ, मतलब इसे कि जो स्टैंडर्ड हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड है उसका जो इलेक्ट्रोड पोटेंशियल है दैट इज़ 0 वोल्ट, और स्टैंडर्ड हाइड्रोजन इलेक्ट्रोड को ज्वाइन किया जाता है किसी भी इलेक्ट्रोड के साथ वाया voltmeter, and then the difference of potential is noted with the help of voltmeter, and by applying the suitable formula we are able to calculate the single electrode potentials. So now we'll study about the construction of standard hydrogen electrode. Here you see that a vessel is taken in which a solution of an acid is taken. So here in this solution the concentration of H positive ions is 1 m concentration in this solution, and here temperature is 298 Kelvin, and hydrogen gas at a pressure of 1 bar is bubbled through this solution. These are the bubbles of hydrogen gas, and here platinum wire is taken, this one platinum wire, and here platinum foil is also kept here, it is attached platinum foil. This platinum foil is coated with finely divided platinum. So this completes the construction of standard hydrogen electrode. So half cell, this half cell is called standard hydrogen electrode. It is represented this way: platinum, hydrogen, H positive, and is assigned a 0 potential. Now this particular hydrogen electrode can act as cathode or anode. It depends to which other electrode it is joined with. So this can undergo oxidation as well as reduction. So in the next slide you will see how it is connected with different electrodes and how it helps to calculate the single electrode potentials of different electrodes. Determination of standard electrode potential of zinc 2 positive ion aqueous half cell. So in this diagram you can see that here zinc anode, or we say zinc sulfate half cell, it is kept here on the left hand side, and standard hydrogen electrode is kept on the right hand side. This is right hand side. So the two are connected by means of a voltmeter, and a switch is also put here, and this is salt bridge. The voltmeter will give a deflection only if the connections are made this way. That means if zinc anode is connected with standard hydrogen electrode, in this case the standard hydrogen electrode will act as cathode. These reactions occur. Zinc loses 2 electrons to form Zn2 positive ions, and H positive ions they gain electrons to form hydrogen. So electrons are pushed towards the external circuit, they come from here and enter standard hydrogen electrode. In this case, the voltmeter gives a reading of 0.76 volt. We apply the formula E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. What is E naught cell? This is cell potential. This is the reading point 76 volt. 0.76 volt. This is equal to, now here yes, you can see standard hydrogen electrode, this is acting as cathode. This has got here this electrode has been given a this value of its standard hydrogen electrode has got the value of 0 volt. So we'll put here 0 minus, let it be x. So value of x will come out to be minus 0.76 volt. What is this minus 0.76 volt? This is the standard reduction potential of zinc anode. So this way we can determine, it comes, this minus sign has got its own significance, because minus 0.76 this value, this is the standard reduction potential of zinc anode. In this formula E naught C, this is the standard reduction potential of cathode. Okay, and E naught A is the standard reduction potential of anode. These both E naught C and E naught A both are standard reduction potentials. So again I am repeating, this value we get from this voltmeter, and this, where does the 0 come from? Because this standard hydrogen electrode, its standard reduction potential is 0 volt by convention and minus x. So from here we can see that standard reduction potential of zinc electrode comes out to be minus 0.76 volt. Now here we will study about the determination of standard reduction potential or standard electrode potential of copper electrode or copper sulfate half cell. In this case, copper electrode is acting as cathode like here, and standard hydrogen electrode is acting as anode. So this reaction takes place in standard hydrogen electrode. H2 gives 2H positive plus 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons are gained by copper 2 positive ions to form copper. So here you can see that the two cell reactions, the two half reactions may be combined, and we get Cu2 positive plus H2 gives Cu plus 2H positive. Now this cell can be represented this way: platinum, hydrogen 1 bar, and then we have H positive, Cu2 positive 1m and Cu. So here it's two lines must be kept to represent salt bridge also. The main thing to learn here is that, as you have seen in case of zinc electrode acts as anode on coupling with standard hydrogen electrode, but copper electrode acts as cathode, and it is placed on the right hand side this way, and standard hydrogen electrode is on the left hand side. And if voltmeter reading is checked, in this case it comes out to be 0.34 volt. So we apply this formula: E naught cell is equal to E naught cathode minus E naught anode. E naught cell is standard cell potential, E naught C is standard reduction potential of cathode, and E naught A is standard reduction potential of anode. So since standard hydrogen electrode is acting as anode here, and its standard reduction potential is 0 volt, so we put here 0 also, And E naught C. What is E naught C? It is standard reduction potential of copper electrode. It comes out to be 0.34 volt, and the sign here is positive, plus 0.34 volt. So from here you can also conclude that those electrodes which act as cathodes on coupling with standard hydrogen electrode, they have got positive value of standard reduction potential, and those electrodes which act as anode on coupling with standard hydrogen electrode, like in case of zinc, those electrodes have got negative value of standard reduction potential. Electrochemical series. Electrochemical series is a series of chemical elements arranged in order of their standard electrode potentials. The hydrogen electrode H positive plus E gives half H2 is taken as having zero electrode potential. An electrode potential is by definition a reduction potential. So various elements are arranged in order of their standard reduction potential in the electrochemical series, which you'll see in the next slide.